All right, my friends, we're back, or I am. Happy holiday season. Maybe it's New Year's Eve-ish? I don't know. I've totally lost track of the count. I won't know because I've got like 6 of them stacked up. Hey, we could be into January for all I know, but I'm having a blast recording these, and we'll kind of run them out. Like I said, I'd like to get either through the flower dance or up through the end of spring, and then we'll make a determination on whether we want to continue this or start a fresh series and just go all out for the build. But we are sitting here, same screen we left off at, middle of the day. It's Shane's birthday. We just planted new seeds in our field, probably for the last run of crops. It's the 20th. We've got 8 days until the end of the season. The last week of the season starts tomorrow, but we are going to go track down Shane, force him a birthday gift that hopefully he will enjoy. It will keep him from being quite so offended every time we just talk to him. How dare we? And then we're going to go down to the ocean, check for forage, and fish our little tails. Hey, Shane. Shane. You remembered my birthday. I'm impressed. Thanks. See, look at him. He's smiling. He's a little tattered in the Joja coat. We didn't see him the night we went into Joja Mart. I think he just works during the day. Why are you bothering me? I want to be alone. And now he's back into his regular thing. Well, I'm not going to stop, dude. Sorry. So, Shane, despite that, has now given us 2 hearts. So, if we're down at Marnie's, again, we haven't gotten to animals, so we haven't had a whole lot of reason to go in there yet. But if we get to that point, we can go into his room. Okay, enough chit-chat and idle talk. We are at 140, and need to be making money. We're at 1,300. Again, we bought some seeds. We're going to need to do another 40 parsnips at some point. I suspect on Tuesday. And actually, at that point, we can kind of just pick and choose. But what? Again, I don't know. I guess that's the recording starting and stopping that kind of make that funky. So again, regular coral. We can do some stuff with crafting on coral later game, but for now, as I've said from the very start, it's Saturday. Willie takes this day off for fishing, so we'll just have to hang on to that coral. Good thing we have this big backpack. But we are going to, fingers and toes crossed, go for... When I catch this, I'm going to go in and change the volume. These waves are way too loud. I'll start in. Okay. Controls or options, whatever. Audio. I'm assuming that's ambient. Yeah, let's take that way down. I think everybody will agree that that is more pleasant. Alright, now we fish. And despite them saying good fortune, I don't know. I haven't seen... Our crops were pretty good. We had decent quality across the board there, but... So now the other thing we have to be very aware of as we're going into this last week of the season is... Ooh, look at that. Again, kind of bottom tier fish. I'd love to get an iridium on some of these ones that have a little more energy to start with. But I don't think we're going to be hurting for good quality fish by the end. Nice little perfect there. Lots of iridium quality fishies. Very nice. So I was saying though, as much as we want to get to 2,000 and be ready for a tool, and the first one I I really kind of want to keep things ready for when we're low on cash is the watering can. I talked about in a previous episode how we don't want our plants to fall off cycle, right? If you don't water them, they won't go away or anything, but they won't grow that day. So you'll lose a day of growth. In some cases, that won't matter. If there's going to be a gap at the end of their cycle, it's less than 4 days or 5 days, that ground will just sit idle. So you might as well let those crops sit. But across all of ours, like the strawberries and the beans, those won't keep growing, and that can impact on the back end. So we want to keep that water flowing. I also don't want to overeat on a fishing day. So kind of pause when we need to. All right, up here. Try not to let the stationary chest elude you. Oh, look at that. We got 2 pieces of gold ore. Like anything else, we need 5, but good start early on, because guess what? We haven't seen any of that yet in any of the rocks we're breaking. So that's nice to have early. And do. Glad it's a good luck day, though. Willie's fishing. I hope he's having as good luck we are. Oh, that was the rare chance for getting a perfect and treasure chest. Ooh, chicken statue. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. All right, and for copper ore, never the worst thing in the world. Let's just go ahead and reset a few of these. We're not going to be catching coral. I just like to be able to see the quality of the fish that we are catching when we do. So move those down. Alrighty. Fortunately, this doesn't add a... Sorry, I'm scratching my chin here. This doesn't add a ton of excitement to the day. But sometimes you gotta do the grind. And, you know, plants and all that is one thing. When you've got good fortune, the only thing that could really help us more here is getting some bubbles. And speaking of which, we'll maybe move over here. Just to see more water. Still haven't found any iridium on the flounders. Flounder was added in one of the more recent updates. It wasn't an original fish. I'm not sure what the thinking there was, but it's got more energy and therefore higher value, I believe. Which I think is why we're seeing it silver and most of the rest of these are higher quality levels. It's a mix, but maybe some of that is just good fortune or not. But we'll eat up here again. Got another hour and a half or so easy before we head back up. 2 is probably good. All right. Riveting fishing action almost to an end. We'll get back to motion again. All out for a piece of seaweed. Okay, we're not going to push our luck. We are doing pretty good. We did already go over and look at the coral, so don't retrace those steps, right? And we'll just kind of modify our route a little bit. There's not a lot to see here, but we'll at least come up through these fields. I guess it's good luck. Oh, yeah, paying off, too. Got an amethyst. That's worth 100 G. Maybe we'll sell this one because it came out of a trash can. And is that Haley and Emily's trash can? Like, why are they getting rid of that? All right. Sell all of you. Sell you. We're gonna sell you. I'm not gonna keep any of these. We already have an iridium fish. I think all those iridiums are spoken for. Drop that off. Sell that gold. I don't think we're gonna even push this. Just get one in the cooker. It's been a long day of fishing, I think. Unless we get a surprise of some kind. We'll fill this watering can, though. I think we'll be in the mines. We do need to go down and check the merchant. But we'll see how much money we made. Level 4 farming. Watering can proficiency is a +1. Hoe as well. Those will certainly do us nicely going into the new season. We can make an iron fence, but again, I prefer paths. They don't deteriorate and serve the same function. They keep the weeds and forage stuff from spreading into your fields. They won't keep the animals out, obviously, but you can either pen the animals in or kind of let them do their own thing. They don't damage your crops by going into them. So unlike Minecraft, where I like to fence off all my fields and keep them safe from damage, here you don't need to worry about it. They do get in the way, however, so be aware of that when you're harvesting. Preserve jars. We may be able to do those. I don't remember what else included, but we'll check in on that in the next day. I think we saw money coming, and I want to check the time. 13 minutes, so we got at least a full day. Boom! Level 5 fishing. I think this is our first level 5, right? Forage is close. We got level 4, but you can see how they slow down. We've done a lot of fishing to get ahead. And you get choices at level 5 and level 10. Here we can become a fisher and fish be worth 25% more, or a trapper and the resources required to craft a crab. Wow, that's tough to say. Resources required to craft crab pots are reduced. We're going to stay with fisher. I like fishing. I'm pretty good at it, and it is a big source of money. And bonus, I think when we select it here, it will actually apply to the fish that we just put in there. We had a big old catch. So be prepared for that. This will always help me out, and I've been down a lot of both of these roads in past worlds. I like this one. I like one of the options that comes up late game at level 10 as well, and that's the kind of top tier fishing. But you get different options at level 10 if you choose this or this, and for each of the skills. So Fisher is what we're going to go with. Extra cash, we like it. And frankly, if we get to the point of crafting crab pots, the materials won't matter that much. It'll be late game. I don't depend on them heavily. However, if you struggle with the fishing, crafting crab pots is a great way to level up the skill so you can get a bigger catch bar and all that good stuff. And check this out, 1752, largely thanks to all those fish. The coral doesn't change because that's a foraging item. And the amethyst didn't change at all from the last one we sold. But look at all these fish. 50, 100, 125, 120. Great stuff and good multiples on a bunch of those. So having over $1,000 worth of fish from that day is huge. And now, fingers crossed, we're going to hope when we check that weather forecast that we got good stuff coming. Day 21 of spring. Spreading weeds. We don't necessarily have to be too worried about that. Sometimes you'll get that and it will be like breaking a path or something like that. So we'll check it. But weather, yeah, the game loves us. This is random. You don't know these days. But that could not work out any better for us. So just as and we need to check the fortune. My fortune's already awesome. Getting that weather forecast is the best thing ever. Spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. It would seem so. Thank you, Spirits. Copper bar, and here we go. Our tappers have finally come through for us, and we get 2 maple syrups. Now, we're going to dump one of those just to sell it, but we're going to hang on to at least one, and we want, eventually we'll stop selling those altogether because we want them, and until we have just so many, it's like, okay, what are we going to do with all these? So we don't forget, we're going to take 5 of those. We're going to be going to Clint's, so we'll take the chicken with us. It's good fortune, but I think we're going to fish on the rain. So, yeah. So we'll do that and go to the mines. All right, so these are our off-day strawberries. Oh, look at all this good stuff. Let's water our beans. Priorities. Priorities, Hambbage. All right. 2 jazz flowers, a strawberry, another strawberry, and our fertilizer didn't even get us anything. We didn't get 1 gold star on that. That's a shame. All right. Enjoy this watering action while we get it, because tomorrow, no watering. And after that, it will be watering with a whole new technique. And this is really good that we're getting a chance to go down to the mines with some good luck as well, actually. Having gotten that extra money. Honestly, you know, we probably should fish for more cash, but we need to make progress too, and the mines represent the materials that can progress us through the game. We're improving there a little bit. If we can get some good luck, it would be fantastic to get down to level 40. So we'll see if we can. That may be asking a whole lot for one day with bad food and bad weapons and a basic pick and all that. That's asking a lot. But even if our fortune is junk tomorrow, we'll still fish. We need those. Don't dump all that. Let's see, we need to... That. Dump both of those. This can go to Jody. Remember, Jody wants cauliflower. And for that, she doesn't care about the quality. We've got 6 growing days until the end of the month. I think Kale wants 8. We'll see what we can get growing there. Let's dump this. 13 lucky strawberries. All right, we need 3 of some kind of seeds. If uninspired, we will just get parsnips. I don't see a whole lot of value. We got a few extra tulips, right? But I don't know. Maybe. See if we can catch Jody. There's Jody. Hey, what's up, Jody? Here. Oh, I can't. There you go. Oh, that looks delicious. Thank you. This is just what I wanted. It's going to be perfect for my yellow curry. I love a good curry. I'm taking the day off on Sunday. That's awesome. If I don't spend any time outside, I'll go crazy. All right. Plus, I don't want my legs to turn south. Well, I know you go work out on Tuesdays, so keep up the good effort. All right. That got us 350. Pretty good. Again, cauliflowers by themselves are pretty good, and you get a boost for all those quests to what they're worth just flat out. So, for sunfish, no, because it's going to be rainy tomorrow, so we probably won't get that, but I'll do it again and then escape. Quick look at the calendar. Again, we're coming up on here. We're going to drop this off. Tomorrow, or Monday's going to rain. Ooh, we can give Haley a daffodil, too. Tomorrow's going to rain, and then we'll pick it back up, and we'll be able to do the watering even when Clint's closed on the dance day. So, there we go. In here, I would love to be giving these strawberries to somebody, but for now, we need that cash. So remember, we've got to be stocking up for seeds, and we're going to give $2,000 of this to Clint right now. But we need 4 seeds, right? 4, and it's got to be 6 days, so it can't be that. Can be the kale though. Let's get those. I hope it was 4. We'll go plant those before we go to the mine. But let's get over to Clint. Oh, I'm so happy to get this watering can. This is so necessary. And the next level too. After that, doesn't matter. But these 2 are huge. So copper watering can, as you can see. We can do any of the tools that we have in hand. So we've got our pick and our hoe as well. They both can get upgraded. And the trash can is newer, but you can update it, and it tells you, when we dump like fiber and stuff in there, you can get actual value out of those items. It never gets all the way up to 100% of the value, but it's nothing to sneeze at, when you've got the resources to put on it. But don't worry about it immediately. Watering can, pick, and axe are all huge. We'd really like to have our axe, our tree axe, up to steel, which is the next layer, before summer's over. So we got some moving to do on all this stuff. Like I said, it's frustratingly slow, but now we'll get this, and then we will be jamming on cash again to try to boost up our tools. Oh, well, we got to do this chicken. Donate to museum. Chicken. It can go over on this kind of fireplace table area. And collect rewards. And you get a chicken statue decoration for having that chicken. So awesome. Now, we will run again. Maybe we'll see some people and be able to say hi on our way back to plant our kale seeds. Double check to make sure I didn't miscount those or misremember how many we needed. Say hi to Lewis. Hey, what's up, buddy? Been in town. Oh, this was the lead-in. I've been mayor of Pelican Town for over 20 years. No one ever runs against me when it's time for an election, blah, 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 blah. I like being mayor. Good stuff. So we caught back up on that. Penny. Penny. Hello. The weather's interesting today, don't you think? Weather is always interesting. Sorry. She's... I get it. I find post-pandemic and all that, I get a little more anxious than I used to be. Just, in crowds and that kind of stuff. But it's not about people. I don't, I can not know you from anybody and walk up to you on the street and be like, hey, let's, you got something to say and chat pretty idly. What? Was it just 3? I thought we needed 1 more. Where did it go? We had a cauliflower, and was it 2 jazz? Maybe it was 2 jazz. All right. Just so you can see, I think this is our first decoration, so it will get special place. Let's put it here beside the fire. So there you go. Check it. You can do all kinds of decorating. We turned on the fireplace. I think it was our only thing so far. But you can move all that furniture around, and we will, like we saw, Robin's shop and Willie's have some various decorative furniture variety that you can mix things up with. Not a huge deal, especially when we're in this little cabin. Once we start expanding that into a real house, we'll do some more of that for sure. Okay. Finally, we are getting to the mines. Well, we're on our way. We got food. We got a big double-sized backpack, so we can gather up as much as we can find. Let's talk to Linus. I don't stay in one place too long. There's just too much to experience in the world. That's awesome and a great sentiment, Linus, but frankly, I've played this a lot, and I've never seen you leave. So I kind of... You done? Oh, I thought I forgot we got a level. Okay, so our luck is good. Boom, boom. Let's do this. Okay, run away. I think we're still gathering. Oh. Still gathering for Clint again, right? Now that we have the bigger backpack, we can do that. Do look around, make sure that you don't have a ladder right in front of you before you break the torch. Alright, we met Clint's desire. Grab this, get down. Geode. We got these, we can kind of take a peek. Because these levels absolutely love to have one already out somewhere that you just can't... Ooh, those things are still so loud. I don't know what volume... The one thing that still frustrates me about this game is it arbitrarily will take the directionality of your view and turn you when you least expect it. So again, look for torches if you can find them. This is where it would be real handy to have there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Cherry bombs. Okay, we already got that coal. Oh, run away. close. If you ever find yourself stuck with no torch, you can't walk through your ladders, so actually becomes an okay means of locating them just by walking around and finding out where you get stuck, especially once you know the shapes of the maps. If you haven't noticed yet, each floor is the same shape, right? Like, if we come back to floor 39 like this, again and again and again and again, it will always have the same footprint. The rocks and stuff will move around. What monsters are there, where the ladders are, all that stuff moves, but floor 39 will always have the same layout as floor 39. So once you get used to those shapes, you kind of know, even in the dark, like, okay, that's got a bend. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend having a torch, but even these, it's kind of impractical to walk around switching all the time. So, oh, there we go. All right, we got it. Let's go get this guy. Oh. Alright, we're going to grab these as we go. 740, so we'll actually get to go down off of level 40. Can we still see? Yep. Hey! F! To the bottom. We do need to leave enough time to go back and see Clint. Reach the bottom of the mine. Okay, we went from 5 to 40 to whatever the bottom is. We don't even know how far it goes. Fishing, we're not going to catch these sunfish, and this is our last day. You get 2 days, and then final day is kind of like goes. So we do need to get back to the bar to talk to Clint, but let's go. First of all, grab this slingshot. I heard they improved them a little bit. I still don't. It does give you ranged. There is a means to use it quite effectively. We'll leave him because I do want to move quick. Well, maybe not. Notice the bats. The bats change color. I think they get a little tougher. In fact, I know they do. You can see we were doing okay with our steel sword. All the monsters are going to get tougher as we go down there. But we'll find some new types of mobs, if you will, monsters down there, and we will find new loot. So that's good. Just one of the things being the frozen geodes. So can't wait to get further down there. But again, very nice day. Hey, bunny, little cottontail. Oh, we never went by the cart. Oops. So I have talked about it a little bit. Now that we have the community center, we can kind of go in more detail. You've seen the rooms. Oh, we've got two more to unlock, I think. The bulletin board and the office. So thanks, Clint. Again, exact same thing. You'll get that quest so many times that don't you have work to do? No, dude. How's my watering can? What are you doing at the bar? Oh, I wasn't very productive today. That's all right, Marnie. Can't all be me. Hello, I hope your new farming life is panning out as you'd hoped. Yeah, no complaints. Pam seems out of it. Better leave her alone right now. Okay. Good evening. Can I get you anything? Not tonight, man. Just wanted to say hi. Hi, Hambbage. See, she wanted to say hi too. Do you raise sheep in your run? All right, we've talked to her about that. Not yet. You're just rubbing it in. Okay. Off we go. So, community center is kind of the main storyline, right? And I've talked about it. You can go the JoJo route, which is kind of the quote-unquote bad route. I haven't played it, but I think it's more fun to gather the stuff. It's a little more challenging than just straight up making the money and paying your way through. Um, but I don't buy in quite as much to the whole Jojo Mart is evil, Pierre is good uh, storyline that a lot of other people kind of represent or hold out there in their mind. Yeah, Morris says some stuff that's pretty rude, and he certainly didn't go out of his way to look out for Morris or Pierre when they were opening up in town. But think about in real life, right? Look at all this copper we've got. This is a great time though. We got 68. I'm not gonna do that many, but let's make one more furnace and double up our capacity. And eventually we'll want to be sitting at, eventually we'll want to be sitting at a lot more. 5 is good because you need 5 for every upgrade and a lot of the builds and that kind of stuff. So if you can get up to 5 furnaces and be able to do them all at once, pretty nice. For now, we'll stash that. We're getting torches. We do want to light up our farm a little bit. In fact, got some time here. I think we do this. I'm trying to remember. I have my own. No, we did that, that. That. And that. More copper. 1140. All right. Well, that was good. So put those down. We'll hold on to those. We don't have a watering can because tomorrow we fish, right? That's what we said. And let's go to bed. I don't think. I guess I could do this while we're going. 37. Yes. All right. Let's leave it here. I'm going to pause you guys for pause. I'm going to mute you for 1 second, and I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just had to return a quick call that had come through because I forgot on my break. So, apologize for that little bit. It's tough to break in the middle of these when you can't save the game, though. So, we could have ended, but we got 20 minutes, and I want to keep pushing through. So, 200 for a maple syrup for doing nothing more than having plucked it off a tree. That's pretty good. We could have done both, but I want to save one. if we can get the right materials to craft it up, we will be in good shape. So that was their only cash we got, so it's nice to have that little bit. Again, having spent $2,000, it's nice to get every little bit of it back that we can off that watering can. So it's rainy. Weather report, breeze, fortune teller, neutral. That'll work for fishing. Living off the land, fishing pole. Hey, what do you say? Get your hands on a fishing pole and sell your catch. Fishing is a great way to make a little extra cash when you have some downtime. The distance your bobber lands from any dry land determines what kinds of fish you'll hook, as well as the location, season, time of day, and weather. It's crazy. However, I don't find that this one is that big a deal. I don't know. You guys tell me. You should get those better fish. So, for instance, we've been looking at a lot of fish that have like 33 energy or whatever, and I'm like, oh, those are the lower tier ones. They're the ones that have shown up occasionally as iridium quality level. But, of course, this is our day when all the parsnips come up. Not that that's a bad thing, because we still have plenty of time to do another batch of them. So, and pears. Oh, I just kind of hope to be full-on fishing. Lots of parsnips, though, and now that we have our produce chest, we can dump those in. That's a great stack of those. It's kind of catching up right as we use up a lot of ours. We'll now get up to 5 parsnips of Gold Star. Pam, we know, loves those. Let's take this down to 10. Those should go here pretty quick. Do we have beans? No. Also, where did we run into trouble with the spreading weeds causing damage on our farm? You guys remember seeing that? I don't know where that came up. All right, we're going to sell these. It's super early, though, so we'll probably try to go down to the ocean or maybe the river. Let's see. Oh, I don't need to do anything with that seed yet. Go to the river, fish in the Rain River, see what we can get, because the eels at night in the ocean are the best. And there's some river fish that we want to catch in the rain. If you recall, I said we get one of those. One of these is going to be the biggest challenge I have faced yet. So let's go here. Try to get as much visibility as we can, and we'll maybe go up. It's tougher to see the little bubbles with the rain because you get the same splashes occasionally scattered around, but you do see it. I'll jump on it. Hey, mother catch. We can look at that in our thing. I think it's 100 total fish, not different types. Driftwood. Haven't seen that yet. Okay, here we go. Not worried about the chest at all, because this fish is tough. And oh, we're gonna need all the lucks if we want to catch it. I just happened to get that chest. I wasn't even looking at it. And we still may lose this. The closer you get, kind of the crazier it goes. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Here we go. This is when it gets ugly. Come on. Oh. Catfish. Woo! Huge. We got 3 coal and an earth crystal. So that is great. And it's not even 9 a.m. yet. I don't know. There's another river fish in the rain, which is shad. That might be at night. Might be in a different season. I don't know if it's there in spring. I don't know. We'll give it a chance here, but we'll pretty quickly jump to the ocean. I really should have caught all or counted all those parsnips too. Would have been nice to have been exact. I know it's frost jellies. So the green slimes in the lower levels become frost jellies, and these quests will update as you go. You'll get a little more cash. The numbers can vary a little bit and all that, but it will try to set you, where you're currently at. So we're not going to see, hey, why don't you go on back down to level 5 of the mine and clear out those monsters. Once you get to a point, it kind of kicks over. So you wear that, and I'm going to remember to escape here. Now, Pierre, cash me in. So we're back up over 2,000, but remember, we need summer seeds, and we're going to bounce right back down again here. So I think I'm going to try for 35 and see if that saves us a little bit. I'd like to get another catfish, but I don't know that my skill is really there at this point. There are other seasons when we can see catfish. Oh, we should get that. As long as we're loading up on goodies here. Then we'll go basically, just so you guys know, we'll basically spend the rest of the day at the ocean. Assuming we didn't undersell our parsnips. Uh-oh. See, I don't know how all this got so... We're off by 1. Do we have 1 parsnip? We have a kale. We may not get that, but cleans up our inventory a little bit. Oh, you know what? Seriously? Oh, good. I would have been so frustrated. I get not that bad, but if we had a parsnip seed sitting there and I knew I could have gotten it. Put that away, pull that out. We'll go see Haley, because we haven't. Notice that because even with it being a good luck day, we're not getting super high quality, but that catfish is huge. We need that, and because it only comes on rain, get it while the getting's good. But don't feel bad if you can't. Even this with worse luck and just tougher fish. I lose them all the time in this first year. That catch bar is not big enough. You don't have any tackle. It's a tough challenge. Don't do that. Do that. Gathering. That was Clint's. It's good to have extra. We're almost back up to 2,000. Fishing. We're not catching those in the rain. They are weather dependent. Not going down because we're going to fish. We want this cash. Whatever we can get, even if it's lower quality, because it's neutral day, right? That's what they said. So even if we don't get as many gold stars and all that, we'll still keep working on that fishing experience and building up what cash we can get out of sales for seeds for summertime. And summer will be when we start to expand our farm as much as possible. I don't think we've talked to this guy yet. Hey, what's up? Old Mariner. I've got this old amulet cell, but something tells me you're not ready for it yet, lad. Or whatever. Well, okay. Let me know. Will you send me a letter when I'm ready for it? We'll find out. Hey, oyster. That's a good one. We haven't gotten that yet. Stash it away down here. We'll go with our mussels. So we have mussel, clam, and now oyster. And we need 5 varieties of kind of shellfish, and those crab pots kind of fit into that whole line. Now, I still don't know exactly what the deal is with this rock, but it seems like it kind of works like bubbles. Watch, this is the one that disproves it. Is that a... I don't know. Sea monster? Foghorn? Blah. Is that out of the rock? I have a feeling that phone call may have goofed our timing on this day, so I apologize if this one gets a little long. The fishing is slow, and having this much of a day to fish, we weren't that far in, but we shall see. Oh, I forgot to go to Haley too. Shoot. We'll give her a flower tomorrow. So was this just like sardine rock? I think I'm losing my excitement for the rock. It was fun while it lasted. We haven't fished off the end of this pier. There is this stick down here. We can't quite reach it, but maybe we can cast over to it. Just visual, stuff. In the real world, fishing toward, like underwater rocks or logs, that kind of stuff, that makes habitat for the fish to live in and hide around and all that kind of stuff. So you may do better. But here, obviously, it's not immediately giving us anything. But there's a treasure up there. Let's go pull that. Beware. Here, let's see if we can. So see how it bounces there? Beware that when you drop. And when I'm holding still, that green thing, I'm actually clicking the left mouse button. Ooh, nice. 5 coal. Again, so far, we haven't gotten just amazing treasures, but the game has been kicking us coal non-stop, and that is great for future money. In not a very long amount of time, we'll be very thankful for having that. There's our eels. It's 4:30. So maybe 4 o'clock they start coming out. I was hoping for having gotten down here earlier to maybe get some other fish, but I think just being spring, we don't get that much variety. And so, hindsight, we probably should have fished catfish up until like 4, taken whatever else we could have gotten, and then switched over. But a lot of iridium. I don't know if that marks us having hit up to level 6 or not. Okay. So click, click, click. Sitting on the bottom. Oh, we lost perfect. Um, so holding down the cursor makes it shoot up. Letting go completely makes it fall. Clicking, and that's the whole trick of this fishing game, is to figure out the rate of clicking to hold the bar steady. And then anticipating where the fish is going to go. And the eels, obviously... oh, I forgot to angle it. We'll see if this makes any difference. It's just nice to have something to practice angling those casts every once in a while too, in case you need to hit bubbles. Swing over. So this fish seems pretty chill. So here, I'm trying to let you drop a little bit so we can talk. All right. So see how you bounce at the bottom? You want to be prepared for that. You can stop that bounce if you fall. Oh, I got it. It's so hard try not to do it. Yeah, it was flounder. Should be good money. All right, hitting the A button to cast over to the side after I've selected the power. Sit and wait. And then click, 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 oh, click. And try to keep him kind of in that upper half of the bar where you can. Because when he dives, it takes a second for your cursor to start moving with him. Oh, I forgot to angle again. Oh. And the longer this little bar gets as your seal goes up, the more chance you have to react as they start to shoot, either at the beginning of your catch or when you are reacting to their moves in between. You know, if they start to rise, you can kind of follow with them. They have to traverse more of that bar. And some of the little wiggles as the fish get tougher. Spring fish, yeah, the eel, the catfish is a good example of a tougher fish. But by the time we get to fall, there will be some real tough fish. Winter, oh my goodness. So look forward to that. I'm just glancing around at the water too, making sure I'm not missing any bubbles. But fishing down here has been good. Change it up at least a little bit. Glasses. All right, speaking of which, I don't know. When I start to see trash like that, I go, okay, maybe I've fished out that spot. Let's let it recover. And it could be worse. I do think the 8 o'clock hour and the 10 o'clock hour are kind of garbage. But like the stable with the horse, the coffee that we talked about, any of those things that help you move faster will let you fish later to still get home. And eventually there's all kinds of stuff that you can do to really fish until late in the night. But for now, I was looking at the time. For now, 10 o'clock at night is about what we have to go with. And when you want these chests, just be aware you're trading out a lot of the green bar when you go get them. But you also, if you've gained a lot with that fish, you can't go down to the chest because it may follow you and eat up the remaining time. Those were silver stars. That's too bad. That's the first time we've looked in here for a second. We got an hour left to fish. Gold star flounder, pretty good. We put away the catfish already, so I don't remember how much energy it had. But this is, so far at least, our top fish, which is pretty good. And you can see these get better with that iridium quality, but we want that iridium quality to move up on our better and better fish. Like an eel would be awesome. I was kind of hoping we'd have a little bit of that on those two that hadn't shown up as gold, but no luck. It's all right though. We aren't just at bottom tier fish anymore. We're getting a little more variety, and we're seeing them more often. And again, this is a neutral day, not a good luck day. So with fishing, I think your skill does more, but the fishing may reflect a bit of a quality benefit or boost on the good luck days. Not so much as the treasure chests, like we've seen, what, 2, 3 of those, or the types of fish. I think you'll see like more eel on a good luck day as opposed to herring, for instance, right? Ooh, 40-inch eel. We're getting big ones there. All right, it is 10 though, and we are down at the far thing. We only got one spot left. If there's bubbles, we'll stop. If not, we'll just head home. Call it a good day. I think we're gonna make a bunch of cash out of all these fish, and I think for me, I've locked up a lot of hours on Stardew. It's easy to just keep going. I want to do that, but I think, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep pushing? We could get one. We can wrap up here. It is we're just at an hour, so let's go to bed, and then we can do one more episode that we can get the 2 days, because the dance will shorten up our second day, so that should make a nice little batch. All right, let's sell. I think I'm going to hang on to you, Mr. Gold Star Flounder. I'm not going to sell that oyster. I almost did. But all of these, we're going to hang on to that for Haley. That, those, that. And put away that, because up until this point, I don't know why you have a gold. Oh, we're just holding on to a carp, I think, for the fishing bundle. Put those away. The clam, and then the rest of these go. Oh, we can't. Oh, we don't even have to. Put all that away. All right, tomorrow. Well, let's just wrap up. We're already over an hour. So, go to bed. Talk to the cat, though. Oh no, we already pet the cat to start the day. All right, go to sleep for the night. We're going to wrap up this episode. Ooh, here we go. Rancher Tiller. This is our farming profession, and we definitely want to raise up our animals. Animal products become worth 20% more. Tiller makes our crops worth 10% more. So less flat out, but you can make a lot more crops. I happen to know that the level 10 skill ups here have one on the tiller side that I really want to go for. And we'll kind of do it here. If you're playing, as I started to talk about, with the community center, and the goal there is, can you finish the community center in a single year? We haven't even unlocked everything yet. Most people wouldn't by this point. If you're trying to do that, and that's your end, the goal is to do a year and get all the rooms in the community center finished, go Rancher. Because there is a skill up on this side called Shepherd, where your animals, you can pick either the coop animals or the barn animals. I don't know what the other one is called, but they will befriend you quicker. So they'll give you higher quality produce from the animals much more quickly. The tiller has one that actually lets your artisan goods, so crafted stuff that you turn your products into, worth more. And those are some of the higher value items in the game. That fits my playstyle, so we're going to go tiller. We're going to become an artisan. We are going to long-term look to make stuff in kegs, look to make stuff out of eggs and milk, or whatever the animal stuff is that they drop. all kinds of finished end product stuff, and that'll help feeding into the cash. So we can do that and then buy stuff out. And the way that I play, I know this episode's getting very long, but I don't want to forget because I meant to talk about this a few times. The way that I play is rather than pushing really hard for the year, because I think it adds a lot of arbitrary stress and it deprives you from a lot of the later game stuff. I like to play in regard to Grandpa's note at the shrine, which we looked at. It says, watch for my return on the third day. And Grandpa basically comes and there's no scoring or anything like that, but Grandpa's basically looking to see, are you taking care of his place? Is he happy with what you've done or not? So I play for how much can I achieve by the beginning of that third year. I think the timing and the cadence of the game works out a lot better. And now with even more stuff built in, it's probably better to say, hey, what can you do through your third year, and how much is remaining for you to do with the various stuff. But we'll definitely explore both sides. Animals are going to be a huge part of this run, or any run that we do, or any run that I play in this game. But tiller is what we're going to do. And we got level 6 fishing. They're all coming fast and furious now. Fishing rod proficiency, one more. I think that was when we got those couple of iridium fish in the middle. We've got crafting recipes for tackle stuff. And eventually, if it's not this level, it may be the next one. Willie will reach out to let us know that there's a even newer, fancier rod that we can get eventually. But as you can see, we haven't lost a whole lot of fish. So our bamboo rod is working out okay for now, but we'll definitely want to change that as the seasons progress. So there you go. A little bit long again. Oh, we still haven't seen our cash. 1,964 in fish alone. 132 per for the silver star eel. 158 for the gold star. 150 for the gold star halibut, and look, 156 for the silver star. So remember, that gold star flounder that we sold would be worth even more. He's pretty high value. Great stuff. And again, that's pushing us up. That's our seed bank. And sardine. That's our seed bank money for summer coming up. So there we go. If we're just hitting it out of the park tomorrow, maybe we consider doing one more tool upgrade after the festival. We'll have just enough time to do one before the beginning of summer. So we may do our axe or our pick. Those are the next two that we want to do. Anyway, you guys take care. We're going to let this save and then escape. And I will wrap up the episode right there. There we go. Escape. See you back after.